EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard. Line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
From 20. 56. Get your swerve on.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time. On play action, Haskins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Out of the gun, Keenum. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Steps away to his left, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mark 56.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Let's go. Let's 52. Take 2.
On play action, it's Keenum. It's brought in by Jackson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Keenum on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Oh, design run for their wideout. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Here we go. 180.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
Here we go. 180. 21. Here we go. I'm coming after you. Go.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Here we go.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your...
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 41 yards. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now it's Keenum. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 11. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go.
That's it. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half.
Let's go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door.
And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First time they looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the 1st. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Being chased out left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. The last drive, remember, a similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you, with your IQ, you can pull that off. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Squeeze, double. Switch. Hey, 50.
Off the play fake, Keenum. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, but now it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play, and who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Go. Check. Lucky. Let's go.
They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Back now at FedEx Field. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 22. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan gets to him for a gigantic loss of 19 yards. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Keenum now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Just like that.
Now Keenum. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken right on the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it right side to Doxson. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And some room to work. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, 49ers.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Let's put that team on the front.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. For the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Here we go. Here we go, D. It's just me.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
Here we go.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing